Last night, you had a dream. Maybe several. Your brain built entire worlds, people who don't exist, places you've never been, conversations with logic that felt completely real at the time. And right now, less than 24 hours later, you can't remember most of it. Maybe you can't remember any of it. Most people assume the answer is simple. Dreams are just nonsense. They are random noise the brain throws away because it's not worth keeping. But that's not quite right, and the real reason your dreams vanish is far stranger. It might be happening to your memories of being awake too. In 1953, a graduate student named Eugene Aserinsky was studying his 8-year-old son's sleep using an EEG machine. He noticed something strange. Several times a night, the boy's eyes would dart back and forth rapidly under his closed eyelids, and his brain waves would spike. They were almost as active as when he was awake. When Aserinsky woke subjects during these episodes, they reported vivid dreams almost every time. This was the discovery of REM sleep, rapid eye movement sleep. For the first time, scientists had a window into when dreaming actually happens, but here's what nobody expected. If you wake someone up during REM sleep, they can describe their dream in incredible detail: characters, dialogue, plot lines. If you let that same person sleep just a few minutes longer, past the REM cycle, and then wake them, the dream is gone. It is not faded. It is gone, like it never happened. So the question became obvious. Where does it go? The answer starts with a chemical most people have never heard of: norepinephrine. Norepinephrine is one of the brain's main memory ink chemicals. When you're awake and something happens to you, a conversation, a near miss in traffic, a joke that made you laugh, your brain bathes that experience in norepinephrine. That chemical bath is part of what allows the experience to be written into long-term memory. In the late 1990s and 2000s, sleep researchers including J. Allen Hobson at Harvard found something remarkable using brain imaging during REM sleep. While you dream, the parts of your brain generating the experience are more active than when you're awake. That includes the visual cortex, the emotional centers, and the regions that construct stories. But, at the exact same time, the brain's norepinephrine system shuts down almost completely. In other words, your brain is having one of the most vivid experiences it will have all day or night. At the same time, it has switched off the exact chemical needed to save it. It's like a film crew shooting a movie in perfect detail on a camera with no memory card inserted. This is where it gets stranger. This isn't a malfunction. The brain isn't failing to record dreams by accident. It appears to be actively preventing it. In 1983, Francis Crick, the same Francis Crick who co-discovered the structure of DNA, published a theory with Graham Mitchison called reverse learning. Their idea was that REM sleep isn't for creating memories at all. It's for deleting them. During the day, your brain forms countless weak, unnecessary, or overlapping connections between neurons, noise generated just from existing and processing the world. Crick and Mitchison proposed that REM sleep is when the brain sweeps through these connections and prunes them away, like clearing out a cluttered desk. Dreams, in this theory, are just the conscious experience of that cleanup process. They are random fragments getting fired and discarded. If dreams are the byproduct of deletion, it would make sense that the brain wouldn't also save them. That would defeat the entire purpose, but more recent research suggests it's not quite that simple either. The truth might be even more unsettling. In 2011, a team led by sleep researcher Jan Born in Germany ran an experiment with a strange twist. They woke subjects from REM sleep at different points, some immediately, some after a short delay. Subjects woken immediately could recall their dreams in vivid detail. Subjects who were left to lie still for even a minute or two before being asked had already lost most of it. This happened even if they were technically awake. The memory wasn't fading over hours. It was evaporating in real time, within seconds of consciousness switching back on. Bourne's team found that this matches a phenomenon called state-dependent memory. Information encoded in one brain state is extremely difficult to retrieve in a different brain state, like normal waking consciousness. In this case, the key state is the unique chemical cocktail of REM sleep. It's not that the memory was never written. It's that the key to read it back only exists while you're still dreaming. This is the same reason that dreams sometimes come back to you later in the day. They can be triggered by a smell, a phrase, or a feeling. A fragment of that dream state key briefly reopens a door that should have been sealed. So here's the part that should bother you. Your brain can generate fully detailed experiences, sights, emotions, entire relationships and conversations, and then erase almost all of it within seconds. It does this using a switch that's flipped every single night of your life. What else might it be doing that you're not aware of? Some researchers, including neuroscientist Mark Solms, have pointed out something unsettling. REM-like brain states also occur in certain dissociative states while you're awake. In those states, you see that same drop in norepinephrine and the same disconnection between experience and memory formation. These are moments of extreme stress, shock, or emotional overload. They are moments where people later say, "It's like I wasn't really there," or "I can't remember what happened." The same machinery that erases your dreams every night may be the same machinery that creates gaps in memory during the most intense moments of your waking life. Every night, your brain builds entire worlds inside your skull, vivid, emotional, complete with people who feel real while you're with them. Every morning, it deletes almost all of it within seconds, on purpose, using a switch built into your biology. You will dream roughly 2 hours every single night for your entire life. Over an 80-year lifespan, that's nearly 6 full years spent inside experiences your brain built just for you. Those experiences are erased before you could even open your eyes. That is 6 years of a life you lived and will never remember living. Somewhere, right now, your brain is deciding what from today gets to stay. It is deciding what gets quietly switched off the same way.